Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. If you're a beginner who's just getting started with game development, or maybe you downloaded your game engine only 5 minutes ago, you're in the right place. Today we're diving into 5 simple game projects that are perfect for beginners. I know you're passionate about making the next GTA, but let's be real. A game that took $265 million and a team of 2,000 people isn't exactly the best choice for your first try. Most people who have tried to start big ended up with results like this and this and this. Instead, start small with these projects. They are easy to create but packed with essential skills that will help you level up your game dev journey, and it doesn't matter if you're using Unity, Unreal or Godot. These projects are great for any engine, and let's jump right in. First up, we have the legendary Pac-Man created in 1980. Why is this great for beginners? You'll learn how to design a simple maze, and it gives you a taste of basic AI. Those creatures, they're not just wandering around aimlessly. Each one has its own behavior pattern, and replicating that in your game will give you a solid introduction to AI programming. You'll also learn how to handle collision detection between Pac-Man, the pellets, and the ghosts. Set up a simple scoring system, manage game states, and implement temporary states like power-ups. Now let's talk about Tic-Tac-Toe. This classic grid-based game where 2 players aim to get 3 in a row is the simplest of all the projects we'll cover. But there's plenty to learn here. You'll dive into the core of game logic, design a clean and straightforward UI, and if you're up for a challenge, you can even add a basic AI opponent. And remember, try to be creative with all the projects I cover. Change some rules, make the grid bigger, do whatever feels right to make the game your own. At number 3, we have the Flappy Bird clone. And to be honest, I didn't enjoy playing it much after creating it. Just look at how many times I lost to get this footage for you. My score doesn't even reach to 10. If you're not familiar with this game, since it's no longer on the App Store or Google Play, it actually has a pretty interesting story behind it. I suggest you look it up. In this project, you'll implement physics like gravity and jumping mechanics, get introduced to procedural content generation, and keep track of the player's score. Number 4, we've got the classic Snake. Snake is a true gaming legend that captured hearts on Nokia phones worldwide. And the goal, avoid crashing into itself as it gets longer and longer. With this project, you'll dive into grid-based movement, handle the snake's dynamic length, nail down collision detection, and implement temporary states. Number 5, Pong. It doesn't need much of an introduction. This classic game is not only one of my favorites, but also one of the most iconic. Did you know that Pong was actually involved in the first ever video game lawsuit? Atari, the creators of Pong, were sued by Magnavox, who claimed that Pong was a copy of their game Odyssey. Atari eventually settled, but it marked the beginning of video game copyright battles. You'll learn how to handle basic physics for paddle and ball movement, manage simple collision detection, implement a scoring system, create a basic opponent, and 2-player mode implementation. And now it's your turn to choose one of these projects and start developing. But you might be wondering, what if I get stuck? Don't worry, these are popular games and you can find step-by-step tutorials on YouTube, at least for Unity. If you're using a different engine or just want some extra help, you can check out the code on GitHub. Just search for the project and you'll find tons of ready-to-use examples. And you can also use ChatGPT too, sometimes it can be really helpful. That's it for this video. If you found it helpful, be sure to leave a like and subscribe for more, and I'll see you in the next video.